Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Weekend is coming soon, and with that EGC TV tournament it's also coming, so make sure to tune in. Let's start the match. Presenting our players. In the color purple, playing as the Ottomans, it's Valdemus Maximus, also known as Demu from Team Liquid. And in the color blue, playing as the Mongols, it's El Sensei, so known as Sportix. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. I'm not gonna do so much of an intro here. Just the question you wanna see when you fight Mongols versus Ottomans is, who's gonna be the aggressor today? Like, is it gonna be the Mongols? Then the Ottomans should like open up with a barracks too, because the military school won't produce very fast spearmen. It's 1 minute and something, so you really need to go for a barracks. Or is it gonna be the Ottomans that is the aggressor? Then the Mongols are just gonna be, you know, defending with the barracks. So typically when two Dark Age civilizations were, you know, they're typically known for Dark Age aggression meet each other, they need to scout the opponent. Looks like Demo is just having a lot of faith. Like, I hope to see nobody comes here. But in any case, there is a barracks already going out for Demo. Which means, looks like Demo is gonna be the aggressor. Now, on Vortex side, it's a little bit of a trouble here. He opened up with a pasture. Now this is a great thing to have, especially, let's take a look at his scouting route. So he went all the way here. When you open up with a pasture, you basically have free food for the rest of the game. And you're obviously using the Uvu as the influence for your pasture, so you're just gonna get a lot of sheep. And this is great because you have some extra wood you can use at the beginning, and if you're not really doing aggression, then, you know, having a pasture doesn't seem to be bad at all. It looks like Demu already checked that out. He knows the Uvu is here and there is a pasture, so most likely there won't be any spearman coming from Vortex. He's already in a really tight spot. Can not deliver the ship. Now let's see where he goes from here. Looks like he's really not interested on, you know, going to get that barracks. It's gonna be some aggression. Probably he's gonna move the pasture here. Not getting that bonus, but at least gonna be safe. I'm gonna make sure you don't lose this one, because these ones are really expensive and are really squishy. They die really fast. So make sure you don't lose it. So probably we will see aggression in the Uvu just to stop that stun, passive stun generation from the Mongols. Now Sensei already opened up with the Deer Sons. Trade post in a really awkward spot. You will need to trade like either from your opponent's side or here in the middle. So it's not a really good place to be. It's such an awkward sport for the trade post. If you think about it, the trade post is just, you know, like usually it's in the corners here. If it's next to you, it's like, I don't know if this was intended in the map, but anyway, we got Vortex already aging up with 8 villagers. Just gonna get those archers as soon as possible. Here we have the wood for the archery range. Gonna grab the villager just to repair the Uvu. It's gonna be a little bit of an annoyance here, having a little bit of, you know, idle time. Now it looks like the villager will have to run. Hopefully for him, he can run away, have the YAM network because of the deer stones. Surprising enough, there haven't been much aggression coming from them to that pasture here. That pasture can, you know, can be a really heavy hit. The problem with this is that he can move it out, whereas the Ubu, he cannot really move it out, so looks like the Ubu is the safest choice. The Pasture, you know, probably just gonna move it here and then put it back again. I already see the archers, and looks like Demu is just gonna retreat with his spearmen. And now the archery range it's gonna be next to the Ubu to have that double production for archers. Meanwhile, Ottomans upgrading the spearmen. Already have one military school. Change to Mechter. First, how do you say this? Mechter? Mechter. Meter. I don't know which kind of language. If it was Spanish, I would just read it as Meter. The R there. I guess depends where you read it. He's gonna get it now. Which is a really great unit when you have an army. When you don't have it, well, it's just gonna, you know, play songs for only one guy. It's just gonna be a, you know, VIP service. Second military school coming for them already. No blacksmith yet, so all those military schools just gonna take a while to get there. Well, another spearman here. He's gonna try to harass his opponent. Let's take a look at El Sensei. Already there. No economic upgrades for him, but he's already almost have enough wood for a second town center. Now, if you don't know about this, the Mongols can get a second town center with only wood. They don't need stone. So they can just... Technically, you can just build it here and move it. But, you know, you can already move the villagers and, you know, are already on the spot to kill the deer. Already nice micro coming from Vortex, just killing the deer next to the town center. Khan is just gonna be doing Khan stuff, you know, just shooting. The Khan, I say many times, but it actually has a very decent damage, especially in the Castle Age or above. Or Imperial Age have like 24 damage base, I think. It's like, he can actually kill villagers and he can shoot while it runs, so... Khan actually, very good raiding unit. Do not underestimate how much health the Khan can take. Look at that! With no units, just the Khan here, just shooting at the villager, already took half of his health already. So it's something you cannot ignore, and the good thing about this guy is he's just gonna run and he's gonna heal himself, and if you kill it, it's gonna come back again. Now Sensei, probably, let's see if he wanna go castle or he wanna put some pressure in his opponent. It looks like it's gonna be some pressure. I already have the stable to get those Keshiks out. I have plenty of food here, so he's gonna be safe. Tower here, let's take a look at his vision. He's in a really good spot already. That's what you need to do with the Mongols. Occupy space with towers. The more towers you have, the better, because there is no walls for you, so there is no place to garrison. Or, you know, it's better to have a place to garrison than, you know, only the town center there. Because you cannot run to anywhere where you have no walls. You're really... well, you know, kind of naked. An outpost going out for the Ottomans too. Looks like he wants to go for a safe castle age. Now let's see if both players will want to do that. Now, if they decide to do so, Mongols already have 2 town centers, so he's gonna be ahead. But do not forget about the military schools from the Ottomans. They actually, you can think of them as town centers if you think about it. Like, they produce militaries. Let's do the math here. 160 resources. That's like 4 villagers gathering for 1 minute, I think. And you know, every 2 minutes you get 1 sipagi. So it means, you know, you get the idea. This is like, these villagers are constantly spending those resources here. And like in every minute you can have, every 2 minutes you can have a sipagi, and you know, you get the idea. It's just 3 units. I guess my math is not really good. Actually, I'm actually a software engineer. I don't know, it may not look like, but I actually studied software engineering in university. So I used to be really sharp with math, except the thing with math is that you don't really use it. Oh, yeah, right? Especially when I got into 3D and game development, it was like more design stuff. Math was just a thing of, you know, useless stuff. I don't really use it. So yeah, like most things in math, we really learn them, but we don't use them. So arguably, it helps for your brain to develop that logic side of things, to practice memory. For me, I personally think there are many ways to do that. Many ways. You can develop your brain with chess if you want. You can develop your brain playing Age of Empires too. And there you go. Keshiks already have decent numbers for the Mongols. Now remember, the Mongols have the advantage here because they have knights, but his opponent already have spearmen. It looks like all the spearmen are gonna go down. Only one left. Looks like it's not here. And looks like the Mongols, well, it's gonna have more and more Keshiks coming. This looks like a decent fight for Vortex. I mean, Demu lost all his units in a battle that could go for any side, actually. Demu tried to snipe a villager, but with Vortex he quickly managed to get that villager into the outpost. And with that, looks like that, you know, destroy value for Vortex is higher. Well, the Mether are just not gonna be in the right place. Look at that. That's the cool thing about the Ottomans. They just can mass the army so fast. I already have a wall here, making sure all the raids come in one place. He's there, ready, waiting for you. Now it's gonna be the Keshiks first. Gonna find those Sipahi. Remember, between Sipahi and this ones, I actually... yeah, the Keshiks should do better. Like Sipahi only do 9 damage, but the Keshiks also have less HP, so... you know, it's a matter of things here. Especially when the matter is just gonna be giving attack speed to those Sipahis. +1 range armor coming for Vortex. I already have a lot of food actually. Wow. I didn't expect this. Now, if you're wondering why he has those pastures here in such a strange layout, it's because if he goes to Imperial Age, he already has a place to put the White Stupa. And the White Stupa will act as an Ubu and actually boost all those pastures around it. So he's just giving some space, just like the cow boom, you know, like the Malians. Meanwhile, Ottoman aging up with a Mehmet Imperial Armory. 13 villagers, he's gonna be rushing it a little bit. Good thing for the Ottomans, they can continue to produce units even without, you know, actually producing them. Have basically Sipahis and Sipahis. Looks like Demu went for a raid here, already 2 villagers down. But the Mongols already have 2 town centers. Aging up with the step read up just to have more gold coming from him. Also, blacksmith inside the Ubu's influence gonna be gathering that siege engineering improved version, so they can start working on those mangonels, trebuchet, and sprinkles if they need so. It's like a little raid happened here. Vortex already took in the deer far away. Economically, I will feel, let's take a look at income per minute. Economically, I feel Vortex is in a really good spot, but you're gonna really underestimate the economy of the Ottomans. Like, look at that production. And in every age, those units will go faster and faster. Let's take a look at the archers. Only 12 seconds to get those. Magonel, it's also coming for him. So that's a really hidden economic bonus that the Ottomans have that you don't realize. In terms of economy, they won't be really matching his opponent, but, you know, it's just only about time. Meanwhile, veteran Keshiks on the way and veteran archers for Vortex. Demo also mirroring his opponent, going to get veterancy for the archers and the Sipahi. He getting those soon. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful unit. One of the best horsemen in the game in terms of good looking, especially in the Imperial Age. I hope we see those. I don't know if we're gonna see them, but I hope we see those. Deer Stones move a little bit just to boost the villager speed that are nearby. That's the cool thing about it. You know, Vortex is a very well-known player for playing the Mongols. And the cool thing about him is that, you know, he gets all these little details. Like he gets the Deer Stones, he move it, gets all the bonus possible for him. So like this outpost is gonna go down, 9 placements here. And now the archers are coming very equal in army numbers, but you know, the Mongols have the Keshik, so that's something you cannot underestimate. Looks like Vortex is targeting the mech there. It goes down. Now the archers probably gonna go down again. This is a decent amount of archers and the Keshiks are already here. So the Keshiks will make sure all those archers go down, and this Vortex just has a huge archer mass. Now the only thing that can take out this archer mass at this point is a Mangonel. And look what's coming. Look, Demu is a really good player and he knows Vortex is going for Keshiks. He's already invested on Keshiks, he upgraded them, he has tables. Let's go for Janissaries. And I don't know if he went for the Janissary company or he's just creating them from there. He's just creating them from there. I don't know if he went for the Janissary company points, but the Janissaries will just melt everything in the front line for the Mongols. Look at that. It's just about having, you know, gunpowder to win those fights. Come on, shoot. It's pretty much one hit KO, right? To those cavalry units. Now the bad thing is the Janissaries are really weak against archers. They take a lot of damage. And the Magonel, that's a decent shot here. Most of the archers get damage from Vortex. Another shot from the Magonel. Managed to split them in time. And now the Sipahi are just gonna take revenge here. Mixed with a little bit of a Lancer. Lancer goes down. And already one single Mangonel to change the whole output of the game. Man-at-Arms, Sipahi, Janissaries. Meanwhile, Vortex researching, siege engineering. Let's see, it's its improved version. It is. It's gonna build sprinkles of his own. It's gonna need it right now. Gonna be careful. This guy is gonna come for you. So you gotta keep kiting. Gonna keep running. Siege engineering is there. You need to build a Springle as soon as possible because another Mangonel of those is coming soon. A Vortex with a lot of wood income. He's already training. Spearman. Already saw the upgrade. Looks like he's gonna do the switch to Spearman archers. Just because you cannot just go Keshik with those Janissaries, they will just melt it. Look at that. Look at those Janissaries. They're just so good. They will melt everything that... any kind of cavalry. And there you go. Vortex already building Springles. barracks running for their life. Looks like Demu is trying to burn them down. Remember, those buildings, apparently they take more damage when they are moving. One relic, trying to do a wall a lot of time. I don't think it's gonna work. He also thinks the same, so he's just gonna put it back. Talking about relics, 4 relics already there for Demu. All this time while he was fighting, he was just getting those relics. Some ships haven't been rallied there. Just gonna force the villagers to get there. Gear, it's gonna get burned down. At this point, let's take a look at El Sensei composition. Keshiks, archers, a couple of springles, and a mangonel coming soon. Probably you want another mangonel just to make sure more units die. Another mangonel coming from for the Ottomans soon. We will have 3 of them. He's like not really afraid of losing it. I don't need a springle. I will just have another mangonel soon. More Keshiks coming. And Spearmen to deal with the Sipahi. Now that's the bad thing about the Mongols. They don't have any place to run. Most of their food economy is just down next to the TC, just down here. You gotta be careful here not to lose any villager. +2 range attack coming for the Mongols. Or defense. Already have the range attack. Meanwhile, Ottoman getting +2 armor for melee. Already have a couple of mangonels. Have plenty of golds. Already have the sacred sites. Looks like Vortex is going for a raid, but Demu is gonna find out. Just gonna try to find something here. Unfortunately, there's no one in the map. You just have to run. And remember, he's with the can, so he has vision. Meanwhile, more infantry here. Looks like the Keshiks are just gonna be used for raiding. And then the rest is just gonna be spearmen and archers. Now this is a huge army. Huge army coming here. Another springle. I hate to see the Mongols not using more cavalry like the Mangurai and this. Usually you see them use them in Imperial Age just to raid your opponent. You know, enter the base, Mangurai, the whole base. And just, you know, just kill several villagers in a second. Farm transition starting for the Ottomans. Let's take a look at his base. He didn't go for a second town center, so his economy is gonna be a little bit lacking for the moment. You know, these military schools are just saving him at the moment. That's why he can have so many military units, but his economy doesn't really support it. Now Vortex is just gonna go there with the Keshiks. Oh. Now Valdemus Maximus trying to force the battle under the town center. Villagers run Magonel shots. Doesn't do much damage. It's gonna burn the monastery. Drop down the relic. And a huge battle here. A couple of mangonels to deal with all those. This fight is just crazy. Look at that. So many units here. Mangonel shots from behind. Anything can win here. Look at the Janissaries. Just melting all the Keshiks. Look how many dead bodies you find here. You say yes. And the archers are just gonna go back. Springles actually dealing with the mangonels, but still one more alive. Another springle from them already here. Looks like Vortex lost his army. It was a decisive battle here. Now Sipahi just going there. Janissaries just, you know, saving the day. Such a strong unit. Very good against pretty much everything. Take a look at the damage. 16 plus 16 against cavalry. So 32 damage. They just do so much damage. Compared to the archer, only does 9. Now Vortex has a lot of gold. He has the economy, he still has the numbers. But the problem is, he's not in Imperial Age yet. In Imperial Age, potentially, you have no problem against this, you know. In the Imperial Age, usually, you know, you have better units, you have your bombard towers, and he has the economy to support an Imperial Age transition. But if he does that, he won't have army to defend, so he cannot go to Imperial Age yet. He's forced to stay in the Feudal Age for a moment. I would love to see a market somewhere, just to, there you go, just to trade some resource in case he needs those. More Springles and Mangonels. This is a scary army. An army that doesn't stop all the military schools producing constantly. He didn't go for the points to get the Lancers for free. So it's just gonna be Sipagi for now. And comes again, and now looks like he's gonna go for Horseman. I don't know if it's a good idea or not with 29 Sipagi. Sorry, Janissaries. And now the Spearmen come again. The Sipagi not really there. The Spearmen not gonna do much. Archers trying to focus on the Janissaries. The Janissaries fall back. Mangonel shots are gonna be shooting there. Managed to hit a bunch of Janissaries, but the Springle take one Mangonel down from El Sensei. Another Springle still alive. Springles goes down for the Ottoman player, but also the Mangonel from the Mongols. Another Springle went down. Janissaries just killing all the Springles just with gunpowder. And now looks like the Ottomans are going for it. 81 military units, a keep on the middle, just to be safe. Springle towers. And now the raid starts. Villagers are just gonna be gathering gold next to the Sipagi. The Janissaries are just gonna take all the Keshiks down. Vortex keep pushing with the Janissaries, and Vortex taps out. Well played by these two players. I put a link in the description where you can follow both Vortex and Demu on YouTube. I'll see you in the next one.